shapes are going to change a little bit as you keep going back and forth and your depth happens and you start honing your skills, and her forehead's going to probably come lower. I might leave it. Sometimes bigger foreheads are cuter. So it's just a matter of working back and forth, and to establish whereabouts our mouth is, now we're just going to draw kind of right off of the inside of the nose where the nose connects to the cheek. It's like a little bit of an indent there. All right, so you saw I had to draw the mouth in, so now I can get an idea of where things are ranging in. This side I'm going to show you from carving from straight on, just going side to side, the slough cut method. You can do it either way. It's easier if I flip it sideways and just cut and see that profile, but if you want to do it this way works too. So it's coming together, it's smoothing out. Now if you were to define these more, that starts to add age to the look of the piece, like to the look of the image. If we were to draw in more defined cheeks, seems to add age or weathering. We're just staying smooth or trying to do the youthful thing right now, or semi-youthful. Now we're gonna bring the nose, we're gonna clean up the nose and start defining the eyes and a little bit more of the face. Now in general, typically, a more upturned nose tends to show youthfulness, cuterness, whatever. You can do either. I mean, you can make a cute woman with a nose that's down, but you don't want to get too witch-like because, I mean, you might, looks-wise, it's up to you. But if you're going for the straight-up, cute, delicate, young appearance, innocence, usually the upturned nose is the typical thing. So that's kind of what we're going to add in. This is the stage I like. It's where I actually start using more of the tip of the saw. You see, the heart shape is still kind of there. I didn't make it go away, I diminished it. You saw I kind of rounded in here. It's hard to see right now with the oil, but you're gonna see it. I like the oil darkness with that, using the hydraulic oil on that bar sometimes, because it lets me see in a different way the shapes that I'm making. It shows them up right away. I know it looks ugly now, but we're gonna clean it up here. Or I'll stop and maybe stand it up and look at it. You see her lower lip is sticking way out. I leave that pretty much till the very end because I want to get the nose centered. I want to get everything in balance. I might even stand it up on a stump and work on it from this point, because not really sure where I want to go with the eyes. I want to thin the chin down a little bit more. You can still see the heart shape reflecting in all of this. And that's important, is to try to keep that going. Yep, throw her up on the stump here, and now I can actually see stuff. Now I can actually see more of the shapes. I did the top of the head a little bit narrow, but she can be exaggerated. That's not a problem. Where pixie look is kind of what I'm trying to define and focus on. That pixie look, you know, little chin. That's where that heart shape really comes into play, and I'll draw it in here again while it's standing up. Well, there you have it, folks. That's the shape. You can still see the heart shape in there. I mean, I can. And where I'm sitting at, I see it pretty evidently. Now I have the eye wells made. I'm just trying to decide what kind of eyes I want to give her. Normally I would take a Dremel or, you know, a chisel or other tools and carve in the eyes. But being the perfectionist that I am, you know, I keep going lips, eyes, and adjusting back and forth, adjusting the tip of the nose, so on. It's not perfect. It is a little bit crooked, I see it. But it's a face, and it's a youthful looking face. That was the goal for this video. Hopefully hopefully that's helped you guys out a little bit. I think for these eyes, I'm just going to show you probably the quickest, cleanest way to achieve eyes. She's kind of looking down. Let's have her kind of looking down for now. Kind of thinking. She might be thinking. She might be sewing, or she might be eating or reading a book or something like that. Not going to really get crazy with the eyes right now because I don't want to ruin this piece. I like it every time I do these. I know it's in spruce. It's really tough wood. That's what was fun about showing you this. This is with one of the harder woods to carve in general. It splinters a lot. You see furries. It's when it's been dried out and sitting out in the weather, it's pretty tough wood to cut. But I think I achieved the goal that I had in mind. She's a little bit tall-headed, a little bit, you know, but the features are all there. I got the features zoned in. You see, and I didn't talk a lot about proportion because it's simple with a head. There's three parts. There's this part, and then there's that part, right? You've got your eye, your nose and your cheek line kind of go together, right? Just break it up into threes, right? And then this one actually has two parts, right? Your nose and your eyes. And the eyes is half of the bottom of the eyes, which is the top of the heart, is half of the length of the nose. So you've got forehead, nose, and jaw, lower jawline. Because it's just like with the skull carvings you saw me do. We have these cheeks here for the skull and the teeth, right? The teeth all go underneath the jaw, or the cheeks. That's the lower jaw. It connects underneath the cheek. The back of the cheeks goes over top of the lower jaw. That's how I section a face. I don't know how other people do it. But you have this area here, and the mouth is about half generally halfway between the bottom of the nose and the bottom of the chin. You can put it wherever you want, right? Eyes, the same thing. You can put the eyes up higher for a different look. You can put them down lower for a different look. Forehead is forehead, right? Forehead, you either make it bigger or you make it smaller. You put in eyebrows, all that stuff. You can have simple ways of looking at things. As far as this shape here, it's not a real defined shape. It's an arc. It's an arc off the bottom of the nose for the shape of the lips, because the lips stick out, right? When we went over the profile stuff, you want the lips to stick out a little bit, right? Your cheeks, and it's that kind of curvy cheek to nose. And it's a curve, like a nice S curve, right? S curve, and then a sweep. And then you round under for the chin. But if you break it down, just do the S curve first. Stop there. All right, so now if I just did the S curve and stopped there, now my chin and my lips are still way out here, because remember, this is where we started, right? So then for the nose, I mean, it just makes sense, right? Look at your own face, feel your own face, touch your own face. The nose, a sweep or a straight line. A hook nose would be like a witch or a wizard. Forehead slopes back a little bit. It's all these things. You're gonna have to take your time as you're doing it, and you're gonna naturally do it. Don't worry if your forehead tilts forward. You got a caricature thing going, and if it looks good, stick with it. I mean, don't worry too much. You know that the nose comes out, right? The nose is a triangle out this way from the eye line. I mean, this is the stuff that will come natural to you if you approach it the way that I showed you, which is from the front, right? If we go back and review, from the front, the first relief part we did was the eyes. We left everything else. We dug the eyes in, and then we skipped past the nose, and we went down here. We cleaned down here, started getting our depth, right? Because you're going to want the nose to come out at a point. You can have a blocky nose. I don't really care. There are flat noses. There are pointy noses. It's easier if you go with the basic, you know, pointy nose for now. It's just going to lead you more. The face is actually streamlined. If you look over the top of the face, the eyes slant back a little bit, the nose slants back, the lips, it's got this shape to it. It's going to be easier. You can you can do whatever you want. You can make everything stick out. You make the cheeks stick out more. There's some faces that I've done where the the cheeks actually stick out almost as much as the nose. As a cartoony thing, it works. But that's your basics. We're just going to scribe in the eyes, I guess, and maybe mess with the hair and probably call it good at this point, because this was fun. But I don't really want to get too crazy with this piece and lose the look that it has, because I like it. And that's the thing, is take time to analyze what you're doing. Take time. Don't get in a big hurry. Alright, so I don't know where I ran out of card or where I ran out of battery first, but hopefully you didn't miss too much there. We're gonna have to see in the edits. We were focusing on that shape, a dip and a dip, and you can see you can see all the, it looks complicated, but it's really not. If you go back to that 5-step process, see, I'm just playing with the hair now because I think she's pretty. She's done. Just for the eyes, I just went under with the saw. Whoop, whoop. I don't know if that got in the video or not. The eyebrows too, just drew them in. Smoothed out. And this is one of those, like, it doesn't need a lot of detail. It doesn't need a whole lot of trickiness. It's just a matter of condensing and confining. And you see the heart shape is still there. I still see it. And I'm liking the piece, so I'm just gonna keep working on the hair a little bit and maybe a little bit of shape around the head till I feel like I'm done. I don't think that's too bad, guys. It's not perfect. It's a little straight on this side, but you know, it's an art piece. It was made for a video for fun. There you have it. I'll wipe my lens off here, hopefully. Hopefully my hands aren't too greasy, or my shirt. You can see the eyes could use more definition. There's a lot of things that could still use, but I got the basics of it. Hopefully, yeah, we're gonna go back and check the edits and, you know, see what happened there. Where the battery died, see how much I lost. But yeah, just have fun with it, you know. I'm gonna keep making videos on faces. I'm gonna get more into figures because now we have faces, we have hands, We're not just doing bears and eagles and owls. I don't even think, I might have one video on my channel that shows me carving an eagle. Eagles are cool, but a lot of people can do them. I want to get into doing an eagle video, you know, showing how I do them, but there again, I want to have fun doing videos, and I have more fun doing this kind of stuff. I want to thank you guys for hanging out and subscribing to my channel. There you see it, it looks like a head, it looks like a face. She looks, you know, she's kind of woodsy looking in a way, so that pixie thing. But yeah, I want to get it where I'm combining everything with the actual figure with the head and the hands. So we'll get there. It takes time to make these videos. I appreciate you guys hanging out for it. We'll see you next time.